Hi, I interviewed Andrew Floor for my professional interview. Andrew and I met in undergrad at Capital University. He went on to go to Case Western Law School and graduated in 2017. He took the bar and then passed it after law school and started working in a small law firm. He there did a variety of types of work with bankruptcy and civil litigation, but what he really loved was working with kids, and so he went on to go to the Licking County as assistant prosecutor in the juvenile division. He's currently there and has been there for about a year and a half. He mostly works with unruly kids, which simply defined are kids that don't listen to their parents. A lot of times that manifests itself as truancy. They also deal a lot with school fights, which is hard to ignore when there are multiple witnesses and police officers and video cameras. So they deal with those as well as minors driving without licenses, and then domestic violence. And domestic violence, you would assume, is when the child is being hurt by an adult. But in fact, what they see a lot is the child attacking the adult because the adult has actually taken away their cell phone. So it's really interesting to see what technology and like phone addictions have done to the younger generation and how that comes out sometimes in crime. Um, the number one thing that Andrew really recommended for anybody looking going into the legal field was time management. He said that things will always take more time than what you assume, so you need to plan for that. So if you give yourself more time to do something, you can really make sure that you meet the deadline, that you're not worried about missing it and consequences of that nature. He also said adaptability and flexibility are really the two other things that are so important because things will always go wrong. Even if you're not in the courtroom, things will happen, unexpected things will come up. And if you are able to be flexible and adaptable, you can really make sure that you meet those goals that you yourself have as well as other people have. Um, Andrew really loves his job. Talking to him was so great. It was great to catch up after so long of not talking to him and not really being able to hang out with him. So being able to catch up with him and find out that what he does is so important and so interesting was just a really great pleasure. Um, he definitely had a really great perspective. He talked about how this work is really hard sometimes because they do cases where they are taking rights away from parents for children, and that can be really difficult. And so sometimes their office kind of has a dark sense of humor about it to kind of deal with it. But he says that he really loves his job because he knows that he can help kids and he has their best interest at heart. So it was great to be able to talk to him and really hear the good, the bad, the ugly, because sometimes in job descriptions you really only get, the black and white letters and you're not sure what you're getting into. So this was really interesting and really informative. Thanks so much.